Morning.
I just need a day pass.
All right. Got you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's actually 8 sheets.
Why?
It's a weekend man.
Goddamn inflation. Tomorrow it'll be 9. Hi, I'm Ryan Jinks and welcome to How Not to Highline. Today we're going to talk about how to stay safe in a climbing gym with the coronavirus being so prevalent. Now, I normally pretend to be an expert rigger on this channel, but today I'm going to pretend to be a doctor. Not because I have a degree, but because I sexually identify as a doctor because I'm willing to stick my fingers in anybody who asks me. Now, if you haven't seen the coronavirus, it looks it's too small to see, and so they make nice pictures about it so you feel like you understand what it is. Basically, it looks like a beach ball with a lot of nipples. And it comes from Wuhan, China, which we can now call the China whooping cough. And to keep it simple, we'll just call it the China cough, because we don't want to mix it up with the original coronavirus that was so prevalent in our country for years. The original coronavirus was when you would drink one of these starting at 8 a.m. and continue drinking them without eating anything the rest of the day. Now that is contagious because anybody who lives with somebody who does that is also going to want to drink that much. But luckily, the problem has now become the cure. And we are going to use this in order to sterilize everything because they say that alcohol will kill viruses. And so we're going to spray this where we feel it's dangerous to touch. So now we're going to prepare our solution in order for us to stay safe in the climbing gym. Okay, I think we're all set. Okay, so on the big holds, you want to make sure you take concentrated dish soap. That way, when you're done climbing, it'll stay slippery and slimy for everyone. It'll kill 99.9% of germs. However, that will upset you if you're a Bernie Sanders fan because everyone gets upset about protecting that 0.001%. However, if you just apply it nice and thick, that is ready for everyone to be able to climb. Now what's nice about starting this at the bottom of the route is that this will get all over my hands and then I will be able to take it up with me. The holds up higher are gonna have less coronavirus on them because fewer people get up there. Now this is just for your average person at the climbing gym. However, the strongest in our society are not susceptible to coronavirus, as we've been told, because they use tiny crimps because they're climbing harder routes. And obviously there's less surface area here for their holds to grow the coronavirus. Now it's important in a pod to make sure that you put an unsuspecting amount of dish soap right there. Okay. Make sure that is completely on every hold as you go up, and anybody that you see has a cough. So it's important to keep yourself safe from people who are not sanitary. So now that we've protected the route, we need to protect ourselves. So take your chalk bag, and if you're lucky enough to have any hand sanitizer, you're probably gonna have to go to eBay and sell one of your kidneys for this now. So you just put in about, a scientific amount into your chalk bag. And having this perfect mix between 1-to-1 ratio of chalk to hand sanitizer. And I'm sure if you do this, you can actually sell your chalk for more money. Perfect. We are ready to climb. That feels very weird on my hands. But hey, I don't want to get sick. Ooh, that is a weird feeling. Do I not have my spray bottle? Oh no, it's still wet. Oh shit. Now, in all seriousness, you should not worry about the coronavirus because statistically, and I looked this up on Google, you are 30 times more likely to die coming to the climbing gym in a car accident, which, let me simulate for you, is you perfectly peaceful, and within a 2-second period, you're terrified, and then the lights go out. And if you do elevate your heart rate in the climbing gym, you're actually more likely to die on the spot than 9 days later when the coronavirus shows up. And how would you even know you got it from the climbing gym? It's gonna show up a week later, after you've spread it to your whole family. But as a society, we should inflict a lot of fear and panic because tight chests and short, shallow breaths is a very ineffective way to prevent the coronavirus from spreading. Now, in order to keep your fear levels at a consistent high, be sure to watch a daily dose of the news because it's in their best interest to just inform you and not scare you. And it has nothing to do with clickbait titles that will give them more advertising revenue. That's not how their business model works. Speaking of commercials and an overly sensitive topic, I'm about to post one right now. Would you like the cafe without having to go to the cafe? You stocked up on all that toilet paper, but do you need something to help you wash all that food down that you forgot to buy when you were at the store grabbing that toilet paper? Be sure to grab Juno Coffee, where we make great espresso convenient for you. Welcome back. We really care that you know about the coronavirus and how to stay safe in a gym, and it had nothing to do with promoting that commercial to you. Since you don't have to worry about the coronavirus killing you, and that there's 37 other ways that you can die at the climbing gym, therefore, you just shouldn't go to the climbing gym. How you doing?
Good.
Did you bring the bags of that white stuff we talked about?
Oh, they've got
Oh, sick.
5 squares.
Okay.
Also have 10 squares.
I brought cash.
Ooh, if you got cash, I was able to get in a hole in them.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, man.